Hello, dear students. Today we are going to study World War II. Under World War II, we are taking up the aggressive policy of Italy. When the First World War broke out, Italy did not join the war in favor of the Triple Alliance. According to the Secret Treaty of London in 1915, Italy was assured that Trentino, the South Tyrol, Istria, Trieste, part of Dalmatia should be given to her. But the Paris Conference disappointed Italy very much. Italy did not receive those assured territories. Italy felt dejected, disappointed, and aggrieved with the Paris Conference. After the war, Mussolini captured power in Italy and followed an aggressive foreign policy. The main aim of this foreign policy was expansion and to enhance the position and glory of Italy in international politics. Mussolini mentioned population pressure as a justification of Italy's territorial expansion. In Mussolini's word, "We are hungry for land because we are prolific and intend to remain so." Flouting the terms of the peace treaty, Italy resolved to expand her territories. Mussolini thus declared, "We want to break the territorial and military claims that confine us in our sea." It is a conflict between two ages, two ideas. Now we are getting to the Corfu incident, which occurred in 1923. Mussolini always wanted to enhance the prestige of Italy in the eyes of foreign nations. The first incident which enhanced Italy's prestige was the Corfu incident of 1923. An Italian general with his staff was killed by Greek bandits on 27 August 1923. Mussolini now demanded heavy compensation from Greece and occupied the Corfu island. An inter-allied commission of inquiry was appointed to investigate the Corfu incident. On the basis of the recommendation of the committee, Greece had to pay compensation to Italy, and Italy also evacuated Corfu Island. The next is acquisition of Fiume, 1924. The next important incident was the acquisition of Fiume, which Italy claimed at the peace conference. But the President Wilson did not respond to Italy's demand for Fiume. Gabriel D'Annunzio, a famous romantic poet, occupied Fiume with a few hundred supporters before Yugoslavia had time to take. The new Italian Prime Minister, Giovanni Giolitti, was ultimately able to drive him out. Finally, an agreement was signed between Italy and Yugoslavia on 27 January 1924, by which greater part of Fiume was given to Italy. Yugoslavia got the adjacent parts of Boris with economic facilities in the main harbour. Next is annexation of Abyssinia, 1935. King Haile Selassie of Abyssinia appealed to the League of Nations for arbitration. The League declared Italy an aggressor and applied economic embargo. But these were useless because this embargo did not include sale of oil and coal to Italy. Mussolini defied the League and declared King Victor Emmanuel as the Emperor of Abyssinia in 1936. Taking advantage of Italy's Abyssinia's attack, Germany now sent troops to the demilitarized zone of Rhineland in March 1936. Germany thus violated the Versailles Treaty and Locarno Pact clauses. Italy now realized the helpless condition of Britain and France in international politics. Italy had full admiration of Germany for her role during Abyssinia conquest. Italy came closer to Germany and made understanding with Hitler by forming the Rome-Berlin Axis. So, in the Second World War, Mussolini joined Germany and declared war on Britain and France. The next is annexation of Albania, 1939. On the Albania issue, the relation between Italy and Yugoslavia became bitter. In 1912, the independent Albania state was set up by the country, became free member of the League of Nations in 1920. Italy then advanced huge sum of money for Albania's internal development, and gradually Albania became a protectorate of Italy. Taking advantage of chaos there, Italy invaded Albania in 1939 and annexed the whole country to the Italian Empire. Italy then signed with Germany the Pact of Steel in May 1939. Mussolini now promised full military support to Germany in case of war. The next is Spanish Civil War 1936 to 1939. Since 1933, Mussolini took interest in the Spanish affairs and decided to help the monarchists against the existing government. But the victory of the leftist party in the election alarmed Mussolini. Both Hitler and Mussolini wanted to prevent the spread of Bolshevism in Europe. Russia, on the other hand, expected revolutionary ideas to achieve success in Spain. Now Hitler and Mussolini gave Franco military help in this war. Thank you.